If I could change the world, I would use my lenses to display visions of people helping people. The fast twitching click of my eye would capture images of hand-holding, public displays of acceptance, shackled hoods of repentance, and media driven by intelligence, because knowledge defeats ignorance. Today I shoot 35 millimeters of clarity, because clearly we need that. We need a new way of thinking. Our children need our help. Imagination shrinking. Our kids suffer from a lack of art attack, placed in ICU blinking. Beep, beep, beep. But I am innovation brought to life. Not because I'm a poet. Not because I use words to tell stories millions of others have done that before me. But because I use my words to change the lives of others. I tell stories to change the world around me for the better. A school kid has never heard a story told the way I tell it because I infuse life into black words written on white paper. I use voice inflections and hand gestures to convey messages not easily understood in a two-dimensional paperback. The spoken word can make a grown man cry, or inspire a child to learn to rise and gain respect for the written word and succeed in orating messages once thought too difficult to talk about. Painful thoughts about hate, violence, and sexual misconduct, because poetry is therapeutic. Stories can heal all that ails you and more. I write poems that illuminate the devastation of the AIDS epidemic. I deliver messages of hope, because mine always seem to get lost in the mail. I use comedic metaphors because to laugh is to smile loudly. And I tell my story with the hopes it will inspire you to tell yours. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, what is it worth if I help create a picture with my words? Grab your paintbrush and set up your mental easel, because I have an encyclopedia of thoughts ready for your museum. Imagine a world where men feel an obligation to their children, even if the baby's mama is crazy. Where education could compete with recreation, because it just makes sense to pay teachers more dollars. In my world, racial harmony and diversity are less cliche and more honest, more reality and less show. If water falls from the sky can tie colors into rainbows, maybe we should do a rain dance for all the hues of humanity to get together my people with your people and their people, because unity is love. In my world, even one child living in poverty is unacceptable to every person with more than $1 billion. There are 1,000 billionaires in the world today. If each one of them just pledged $1 million per year, we could end poverty today. And let's face it, dying with the most money does not make you the winner. Nor does it make you less of a sinner. Jesus did. In my world, every person feels an obligation to themselves and a responsibility to the world around them. If innovation is the ability to think outside the box, well then call me Jack, because I jump out as much as possible. Of grandeur and visions of greatness, mental food for the famished and hope for the hopeless. Because my poetry is how I intend to change the world.